So, I'm guessing you just finished watching the end of Cobra Kai, right? Betrayals, intense fights, emotional moments, and the Sekai Taikai tournament. It had everything. But through all the chaos, one question kept bugging me. Who's actually the smartest character in all of this? And I'm not talking about who can throw the hardest kick. I mean, who was playing chess while everyone else was still figuring out checkers? Who was always a few steps ahead, making moves that no one saw coming? Terry Silver is the definition of a mastermind. In Season 5, he took over Cobra Kai, expanded it into a full-blown empire, and nearly broke Daniel Larusso. But in Season 6, he took things to another level. Even after getting arrested, he was still pulling the strings, setting up the Iron Dragons to dominate the Sekai Taikai. Silver is always 10 steps ahead, whether it's bribing refs, manipulating his students, or getting inside his enemies' heads. He's the kind of guy who makes you think, how is he always winning? Love him or hate him, you have to respect John Kreese's survival skills. He faked his own death, broke out of prison, and somehow managed to rebuild Cobra Kai from scratch. And in Season 6, he outsmarted Silver again, this time to save Johnny. Kreese is the kind of guy who turns every setback into a comeback. Whether it was manipulating Kenny or taking down his former ally Terry, he showed that brains and brutality can go hand in hand. Daniel LaRusso is the moral compass of the show, but don't sleep on his intelligence. In Season 6, he finally figured out how to blend Miyagi-Do with Cobra Kai, creating a hybrid style that helped his students succeed in the Sekai Taikai. And let's not forget, he's the one who kept pushing for balance in the final fight. Even when Johnny was ready to go all out, Daniel knew that fighting smart was the key to victory. He's a thinker, a learner, and someone who adapts to any situation, which is why he's always one step ahead. Okay, let's be real. Johnny Lawrence isn't exactly a scholar, but that doesn't mean he's not smart. He thinks outside the box. Who else would train students in a junkyard or use beer bottles for balance drills? And in Season 6, we saw his biggest transformation yet. He became a better dad, a better sensei, and finally learned how to work with Daniel instead of against him. Johnny proves that intelligence isn't just about books or strategy. It's about learning from your mistakes and finding your own way. Kim Da-eun might not have been around as long as the others, but don't underestimate her. She was ruthless, bringing the Quicksilver method into Cobra Kai and pushing her students beyond their limits. In Season 6, she played a crucial role in rebuilding Cobra Kai under Kreese, proving she wasn't just a fighter, she was a tactician. She knew how to break her opponents mentally and physically, making her one of the smartest and most dangerous characters in the show. Miguel is the heart of Cobra Kai, but he's also one of the smartest fighters in the series. In Seasons 5 and 6, he showed serious emotional intelligence, making peace with Robby, stepping up as a leader, and proving that fighting isn't just about strength, it's about heart. Let's not forget, he took down Axel in the Sekai Taikai finals, a guy who was arguably the best fighter in the tournament. Miguel didn't just rely on power. He fought with strategy, technique, and discipline. Tory was way smarter than people gave her credit for. In Season 6, she played a double agent, feeding information to Miyagi-Do while staying inside Cobra Kai without getting caught. That was a risky move, but she knew exactly how to navigate both sides and keep herself in the game. And in the Sekai Taikai finals, she finally chose to fight for herself, honoring her mom's memory instead of fighting for anyone else's cause. Tory proved that she wasn't just a tough fighter, she was a survivor, a strategist, and someone who knew how to play the long game. Robby was one of the most technically smart fighters in the show. In Season 6, he stepped up as a leader alongside Miguel, and his ability to read his opponents and adapt was next level. Look at his fight against Axel in the Sekai Taikai. Axel was bigger, stronger, and insanely aggressive, but Robby figured out his patterns and held his own. Even after Axel fought dirty and broke Robby's leg, he didn't let it break his spirit. He showed that being a great fighter isn't just about winning, it's about resilience. So, who's the smartest character in Cobra Kai? Is it Terry Silver, the master manipulator, Kreese, the ultimate survivor, or maybe Daniel, Johnny, Tory, or Miguel? Honestly, it's hard to pick just one, but what do you think?